The stardate is 60224. In the wake of the crisis of the planet Vale, the crew of the U.S.S. Achilles, with backup from the U.S.S. Carrick, are faced with the true threat that lurks within the planet. The mysterious Alcaran Admiral Trailblazer stands before the altar atop a mountain, sacred to the peoples of Vale, where a supposed angel once stood. There, Trailblazer recommends to destroy the planet and issued a dire warning.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait. He has to destroy the planet? I thought he just wanted to destroy the site. I didn't know he was issuing a General Order 24.
No, he ordered a 24.
Oh, that. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
I, as the new kid, I am not surprised, but also concerned that y'all just know what General Order 24 means and would
I
have it on a
didn't.
casual basis like that.
No, I didn't until he told me last week it means
Okay,
destroying
okay,
shit.
Okay.
I mean, I knew what it was, but that doesn't help.
I've unfortunately had a game once where we actually issued General Order 24.
Cadet
So-
Ven, Lieutenant Commander Asa Myra? Yes. You
Asa.
find
Asa's
yourselves.
his last name.
Oh, sorry, say it again.
Oh, I was just saying Asa's last name because Bajorans.
Yeah. But it's Myra?
That's what I would
Or-
say.
Yeah. The two of you find yourselves alone in exam room 1.
Well, Cadet, go ahead.
Wait. So did I just leave Arlen on the bridge?
Oh.
I guess.
You were in medbay, remember? You were woken up by the doctor and the counselor.
No, he came up to
The cadet
Yeah.
the bridge.
at the end of last session.
Yeah.
Oh.
He came up to the bridge, and then I realized that Yolan was in danger, and then Ven kind of picked up that psionic feeling, and we had a
Yeah.
bit of a hug.
Oh, Cadet Ven and Lieutenant Commander Asa, you find yourselves in exam room 1.
Funny how that
Oh.
happens.
Funny. Okay.
Right. Well, do I have a clear memory of how I got here?
Yeah, you were here helping the cadet.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So she'll be, tapping you at a pad, saying, "All right, Cadet, what seems to be the problem today?"
Have I just woken up? Is
No, you're just sitting there.
I don't know.
Well, surely if we came in here, you had an appointment, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I want to look at the pad and see if on my schedule I had any notes about meeting with Ben.
Your schedule's completely empty except for this one meeting.
This is the only thing on my calendar. I don't understand.
I mean, it's your first day, right?
I think so, but
Although isn't it standard procedure to at least have check-ins? I mean, is your schedule completely blank?
yeah, and she'll turn it around. There's nothing here. I haven't even met the captain yet. She is going to step outside.
The door opens. There are no staff. There's no one at the front desk.
Ven's gonna hop off the bed and follow after her.
No, I don't know how y'all run things on this ship, but I would never allow a med bay to remain empty. I want to. I assume there's like a pull up thing you can pull up to get inside the center.
Yep.
I want to stand in here and look at one of these computer screens and see if there's any information on it about who should be on duty.
You're looking at a standard issue LCARS 2.5 medical display and interface. You are informed that you are aboard the U.S.S. Achilles, and the registry number is NX22376.
Very helpful. Um,
So much information.
Cadet, you wouldn't happen to know where people would be at this time?
Uh, computer. Time readout.
The current start date is 60224.1.
Okay.
Um,
And what time was it when I went up to the bridge?
File not found. Please restate the question.
Oh no. I meant that out of character.
Oh. About 223 or so. Give or take a point or two.
Okay, what's the difference in that?
Each day is about 2.75 or 274, so about little less than half a day has gone by, according to your memory and
Yeah.
the computer.
That can't be right.
I want to hit the buzzer on the CMO's office door.
You hear a chime. Likely the occupant heard the chime.
After a minute, I'll press it again. And
You-
go ahead.
You hear a chime. The occupant has likely heard the second sound.
Okay, I will try a third time, and then I will try to open the door if it's not locked.
The door opens for you. There's no one inside.
Okay. Normally I wouldn't condone such behavior, Cadet, and please do not get any bad habits off of me. However, considering the situation we find ourselves in, she is going to sit at the CMO's desk and look at her LCARS display and see if it indicates where the medical staff should be at this time.
And as she's doing that, Ven wants to try and reach out psionically. Can he detect any consciousnesses?
Reason plus medicine difficulty 1, assisted by computer's medicine to look up in the computer who should be on file. Because you're getting a lot of extra information you don't really need there, counselor, but you type like, come on, computer, that's not what I asked. I asked this, answer the question.
Yeah, she lays out her display weirdly. So many taskbars. Okay, reason plus medicine. I'm not gonna have a focus in this. We don't have any momentum, so I'll give you one threat and give it a go. Oh,
You
thank you,
generate
Ben.
3 momentum.
Also gain 3 threat due to Thralic.
2.
Then how
I
are
think I
you
already
at
did.
12?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why am I at 12?
Yeah, so if it was 4 of us, so 12 would mean it's a 3 threat game.
Oh, you're right. 3. You're right.
I'm not going to do you out of it.
Counselor, it according to the medical computer file system, the chief medical officer is Lieutenant Commander Aza, who's also the ship's counselor. You are the only medical staff. You're on duty, in case you're wondering.
That's great to know.
You're welcome.
Okay. I will frown at this and walk over to Ven, and wait for him to do his psychic thing.
In the time it took the lieutenant commander to do that, did I pick up anything?
There's a roll in the pending in the roll 20. Insight plus medicine. Difficulty 2.
Sorry, it got sandwiched in between the.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I take it personally. I'll write about it on MySpace.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't you mean
we're
Bebop?
going on your blog?
Yeah, totally.
Take
Players who tick me off for 100, Alex. Sorry, go ahead.
Oof. Take a moment. I'm gonna take a momentum. Roll 3 dice. Yeah.
You sense the counselor, but you seem to be you find it hard to focus.
Yeah,
But I will say, if you wish to succeed at cost, I am willing to complicate your life for it.
I'm good.
Okay.
Ven is just gonna sort of put his hand to his head. He says, "Oh, that's weird. I'm having trouble sensing much of anything. It's just you." As
Um,
as Ven does what Deanna Troy does in like every third episode.
yeah. Um, yeah, she's gonna frown and say, I looked through the ship's computer files, and somehow I am the only medical officer on the registry. I don't understand what happened here. Um, I think we should go to the bridge and see if we can sort things out for sure.
Agreed. We're missing half a day, and it's so far as we can tell just the two of us.
Yes, it's I honestly don't know what to make of it. Um, some sort of psionic interference, uh, interference from a higher being. Something had to have happened. It doesn't add up.
And if there's one thing I've seen in my time here on the Achilles, when something doesn't add up, it really doesn't add up. I know that that's not particularly informative, but that's how it
Accurate.
goes. Yeah, it's accurate.
I am I'm willing to accept not everything making sense. There is some permanent unknowns in our universe, but to this extent, it seems unreasonable.
You find yourselves in a corridor. There is no one walking around in the corridors. As you walk toward the turbolifts, you have not encountered an officer of the deck, which you should have encountered somebody manning minimal security, or just even a red shirt walking around to kind of
Right.
let you know, to kind of help you if you needed something.
Uh, this is something's really not right here.
Yeah,
Sir, permission to keep my phaser at the ready.
permission granted.
Okay. And the cadet is gonna keep his phaser at the ready.
His Type 1 phaser,
Mm-hmm.
the remote control of phasers.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't worry. You can change the enemy's channel. You can make them watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm gonna step in the turbo lift and say, "Computer, the bridge."
Ben's gonna.
You start ascending to the bridge. Lieutenant Arlen, you are sitting in the captain's chair. There is no one else on the bridge.
There should be people on the bridge.
Should there be? Funny story. The Trevor lift door is open. Some people are on the bridge. Look, there's two of them.
Sir.
Lieutenant?
Hello.
I do not believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. I am the new ship's counselor. You are?
And Lieutenant Commander.
Yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Rix Arlen and Chief Engineer, and apparently the only person on watch.
Yes.
Yeah, that was weird. Sir, I was just here, right?
Wasn't he?
Is that what I recall? Kind of weird.
If it is, then it is.
I'm gonna go to the con station and see if I can figure out, like, where are we? Have we moved? What's the star date?
Reason plus con. Difficulty of... Oh, thanks, Avast. Oh, that was so helpful. Thank you. I needed that.
What did you do?
Oh, it just popped up and let me know that I need better protection, so I should totally buy premium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ven is
Otherwise-
gonna go over to sensor ops.
Reason plus con. Difficulty 1. Assisted by computers plus con.
Technical insight focus.
I could say so, yeah. You could verify make sure the readouts are giving you the appropriate readout.
Mm-hmm. Diff 1. Take 3 threat. I'm gonna choose with some momentum.
You need to increase your complication range by 1.
Because as this is not my icon station, especially designed for Shashir.
Correct.
That's why the panel looks so darn weird. And actually, counselor, yeah, the con console is not Elcar standard at all. It's a lot of analog switches and blit buttons that does not follow the Elcar standard. You could puzzle your way out if you really wanted to, but it looks weird.
Yeah, she has a con of 1. So, like, whatever Starfleet bridge officers use on their bridge, she's going to go along with it.
Yeah. Lieutenant Arlen, the U.S.S. Achilles is currently in high orbit of the planet Vale in the Vale system within the Shackleton Expanse. Current stardate is 60224.2.
And that is not the last time I checked at the clock. That does not align with last time I checked the star date. Correct?
Would seem so.
By how much?
Oh,
Minutes, days, hours, years,
well,
centuries.
60223.1 or 3 or so. You know, it's 223 something.
Okay, so it's been at least one star date, which is about 8 hours.
There.
Is my mouth? Is that math tracking?
You could say that, yeah.
Lieutenant, I do not profess to be an expert on the technical sides of running a starship, but I was under the impression that regulations mandate at least 2 officers be on board the bridge at all times. Do you know where the current crew should be?
I do not. Computer. Where is she a lieutenant or ensign? Lieutenant Shashir.
No such person is aboard the U.S.S. Achilles.
Location of ensign. I should know this better.
Okay, Lieutenant,
Uh,
we're all a little bit foggy after whatever's happened.
Location of ensign Draben.
There's no Ensign Draven aboard the U.S.S. Achilles.
Location of ensign Satal.
Ensign Satal is not aboard this ship.
Think for a moment. Bite my lip. Change my mind. Location of cadet at Sorrel.
No such officer is aboard the Achilles.
Lieutenant, I do not believe this line of inquiry is revealing any results.
Yeah, I was trying to get specifics. Computer, how many life signs are aboard the U.S.S. Achilles?
3.
Cadet, can you pull up the internal sensor logs and see what's happened the past star date?
Cadet Ven stares at his console and he seems a little dazed, a little out of it. Cough, cough, the player's BRB.
Oh, fun.
Perhaps it would be.
What's our alert
I think
status? Are shields up?
You
And
are
a
at
back.
yellow alert.
I think it would be best if the two of you remained here to monitor the ship. However, I must search out and find where the rest of the crew has gone. Um, I
According to the
think
sensors, according to the internal sensors, we're it.
I'm having a hard time believing anything the ship tells us at the moment. Um, I, I cannot believe that the entire crew has disappeared without a trace. I think I'm going to head down to the transporter bay and see if I can find logs of them beaming off.
Hmm. That's a good place to start.
Is anyone else missing time? Just
No, I think I'm missing about 6 hours.
you're not that bad at about out tracking time. Cadet at Ven, and can you search the internal logs over the past day and a half and see if there's at any point where the population of the ship suddenly drops?
Yeah, I'll do that. And Ven is going to go over to the internal systems, and he's going to start combing over system logs of the last, I'll say, 8 hours.
I specify a day, but okay.
Well, he likes to buck the system, man. He isn't bound by your rules.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the last 8 hours. I'll start with that because it'll be easier to work with an 8-hour chunk. And
Don't worry, I bet insubordination looks good on your transcript.
I'll just make him do push-ups.
You know what's always a great sign is if like your file has a big "does not follow orders" mark on it.
Where's the thing I'm looking for? You are looking within the ship. You are scanning around, trying to find out what happened. There it is.
I just can't wait for the counselor to finally meet the senior staff.
Yeah.
Reason
Yeah.
plus security. Difficulty of 2. You are overriding from internal systems. You should be at security oversight. It uses internal sensors.
Oh, if this
sensors.
is if this
plus
is
security.
if this is a security thing, then yeah, I can go over to security oversight.
The difficulty is reduced to 1 because you're using the appropriate console.
Thanks. I'll spend a momentum. Sensor operations?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Nice.
And this would be the point where the GM spends threat. Oh, look, your orbit's unstable. Have fun.
We have a float.
Ven, what were you checking again? I want to make sure I'm not misleading you.
I'm looking over basically all the logs of the last 8 hours to see if I can't figure out when everyone went missing.
What are you talking about? You have a grand total of... Let's see. You have a full complement of 5 crew. 2 of which are on the surface.
Momentum spend that I get for free because I'm doing a sensors thing. Who are the other 2?
Well, of course, that is the commanding officer, one Captain Bradglove Penn, and the executive officer, Commander She Thralick.
Okay. Does anyone else have any other questions to ask?
I have a suggestion in chat, but I'm not sure if that's going to be in Discord, but I'm not sure if that's going to be helpful.
Have the sensors picked up any unusual energy readings over the last 8 hours?
That was going to
It'd
be
ha-
my
it,
ideas.
just say it'd have to
Doing a
be
sensor scan of the system.
yeah, it'd have to be inside the ship though.
Yeah, I stand by my statement.
Yep. Yeah.
Well,
Have said. Yeah.
go
Are
ahead,
there
sir.
are there uh any anomalous sensor readings from within the ship itself?
No.
Okay.
Over the past 8 hours.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, that's fine. Sir, I have good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
We cut down to the corridor, somewhere else on the ship, as the counselor steps out of a turbolift and is heading toward where the transport room is.
Yes. I will step out and would there happen to be like one of those like wall displays so that I can make sure I'm going to the transporter room?
Yeah, you could tap against the wall. Modern chips, you can just highlight pretty much any wall and it can do it.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tap along the wall to make sure I don't get lost, and see if it will direct me to the transporter bay.
Oh, thankfully, yes. Pend has not told the computer to be obtuse any more so than it already is, but you know.
Okay, with that in mind, I will head to the transporter bay.
Doop. The door opens. Whoopsie. Wrong layer. There we go.
I didn't realize that was an airlock.
You open the door and you see the great expanse of stars and nearly step off the ship into the great void.
She's going. She's going to she's gonna like say something. I'm picturing the subtitles. She'll say like exclaims in Bajoran, and then she's going to step back and then try to like furiously close the door.
Fitness or daring plus engineering difficulty of 2, assisted by structure plus engineering of the ship. Because if you don't get this
You
door
said
closed in time, you're gonna not have oxygen here in a second.
okay. So daring, engineering. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if psychiatry is going to help me here. Difficulty 2. Go ahead.
It could be fitness engineering if fitness is better.
No, it's daring. My fitness is 7.
Okay, never mind then.
All right. I'm gonna spend. Well, do I have a value here? It's difficulty 2, but it's only a 10.
We don't forget we have a full momentum pool.
All right. You know what? Yeah. I will spend. How much is it to roll for?
3.
3 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 momentum.
I think that's a fair spend.
Yeah, generally, no matter what resources we have, just spend whatever you need.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Nice.
Advantage, do not die.
That's 4 momentum. Float.
The door closes.
Can I spend that float to try to gain some information on why the door did that?
Because it leads to outer space.
Okay, I wanna like pull up a map of the ship again and like see what is supposed to be beyond this door.
Transport room 1.
But all right. She's going to tap her communicator and say, Asa to Lieutenant Arlen.
The communication goes through, in case you're wondering.
Arlen here.
Yeah. So I am standing in front of the door that is supposed to lead to the transporter bay. However, when I opened the door entering the transporter room, it appeared to open into the vast expanse of space before I closed the door. Either the ship has suffered some terrible structural flaw, or I have truly lost my grip on reality. Either way, I would like you to scan the sector in front of me.
Either that, or the security team is really looking into the drop pod out approach to get to the surface. Just leap out the door.
Doubt that, sir.
Then, while you're at security, could you scan whatever sector is in front of me?
Reason security, difficulty 1, assisted by sensors plus security.
Is that me? Okay, yeah. So reason security. Testing a theory into practice.
Annoyingly, yes.
I have to check. Let me check something.
Sure.
I need to confirm something about theory into practice. Science talents.
Minimum of 0.
Oh yeah, minimum of 0. So that brings it down to 0. I'm not going to spend anything on this. I'm spending the 2 momentum. I'm spending 2 of the 3 momentum I just generated to quash that complication. So, yeah.
The sensor readout indicates that transporter room 1 is in front of Aza's position.
Van just blinks at the screen. Is there any for my free question that I get as science officer, is there anyone in there?
No.
Okay. Am I able to access the transporter logs for the transporter room from up here?
Not from scanning, not with the scan roll.
Okay, not with the scan roll. Fair enough. Hold on. Oh, I've got a good question. And this might give me a bit of info about what's going on here. Has anything about the transporter room changed lately? Or have the readings just been sitting at the same level for like however long it's been?
The door opened briefly,
Okay.
and then it was closed with an emergency override.
All right. Okay. That's second question. So the ship's systems is still registering stuff that happens to it.
Hey, Lieutenant Commander, can you do the knock test on the door?
The knock test? What do you mean?
You knock on a door, and if it sounds heavy and thuddy, that means there's a vacuum on the other side. If it sounds hollow and tingy, that means there's atmosphere on the other side. It's an old manual trick that we need to pick up when we're doing space repairs.
Right. Of course. She will, like, I'm picturing, like, while she's gonna, like, pop off the communicator badge and hold it next to the door and then knock and say, I don't know, what do you think that sound was?
Insight Engineering Archon, difficulty 2. The engineer can certainly assist you with this role because they're listening in. They can help you figure out what the hell they're asking you for.
Insight Engineering.
Emergency repairs is a focus, because knowing if that door has pressure behind it is probably important for emergency repairs.
But you're not performing emergency repairs, you're listening.
Well,
All right,
then I have a technical insight on what's going on with this technology.
technology
momentum.
of a 3 momentum. I'll take the technology of a door.
Of
If you,
airlocks.
I will. You know what? You can assist with that with an increased complication.
I'll take it.
Sure.
And I will spend the last 2 to avoid the complication.
Okay. Sounds like there's atmosphere on the other side of that door.
I maybe I was just seeing things. Maybe I'm just too stressed. And she is going to open the door again. I oh
You die.
I
No, sorry. I
I
have
become
a
invis.
layer.
Okay,
Fallen
it's
into the
okay.
void.
Going down, down, and earlier.
She's gonna like frown and say, I don't understand. And then she'll say, I've made it to the transporter bay. Thank you. Out. Cut the comm line, and then I want to pull up the transporter logs from here and see what the activity is over the past day.
Reason plus engineering, difficulty 1, system by computers plus engineering.
Okay. Um, we only have a little bit of momentum, so I'll give you 1 threat.
Sure.
Ship is computers NG.
This transporter pad has done a beam down, a beam up. Well, sorry, it did a beam down, a beam up, another beam down. Sorry. I have to get my order right.
Yeah. All right. I will write this down.
I will write it out too.
Oh, in that case.
It's as if he's trying to remember all the beaming we've done over 3 sessions. I'm just not looking forward to the log. Having to remember 4 sessions worth of shit.
Yeah.
This was activated for a beam down, then a beam up, then a beam down, then followed by 2 beam ups, and then 1 beam down.
That went too fast for me to write it down. Should I write it down or?
It's in the roll 20.
I'll put it in Discord too.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. For 1 momentum, may I ask, or yeah, I think for 1 momentum, may I ask how many people in total have been beamed down? What,
2.
like, okay. So there's no way everyone on the ship has been beamed through here.
No.
Okay. I would like to now I will tap my communicator again and call Cadet Ven and say I am forwarding you the transporter logs. It doesn't seem possible that everyone was beamed down.
Yeah, looking over the logs now, and yeah, no, you are right. There is no possible way that you could get that many people down in just those few transports. Not possible.
The only 2 other options we have are, well, the only 2 logical explanations we have would be the escape pods or the shuttle bay. Do you think you could check those?
Yeah, sure. Computer. Status of ship escape and escape pods.
All small craft and emergency small craft are currently docked with the U.S.S. Achilles.
Although, except for the one that would still be down on the planet's surface.
2.
Or the...
All small craft and emergency small craft are aboard the U.S.S. Achilles.
Wait a second. Wait. That can't be right. Sir?
Please elaborate the question.
Computer, ignore.
Acknowledged.
Sir, there's something off here. We shouldn't have all of the we should not have all of the shuttles on board our ship. What were the names of the shuttles that went down?
I think
The
one was
Alchemidon and the U.S.S, I believe.
yeah, it's the one of the Type 8s and the Type 7.
Yeah, we got 2 shuttles.
Computer, status of shuttlecrafts Alchemidon and U.S.S.
Currently in shuttle bay storage.
Okay.
Will be storage. That's not even where they'd be if
Counselor.
Be on the deck.
Yeah, Counselor,
Yes.
I have an odd request for you. If Arlen's okay with it, can you get down to shuttle base storage and check on a couple of the shuttlecraft, the something in the U.S.S?
I can absolutely do that. However, I do not profess to know much about mechanical things. If you expect me to perform diagnostics, you will not have much luck.
Not for now, but I mean, just make sure they're there.
Yeah, I
For
mean,
a
I mean,
start.
at this point, everything's on the table, and she will step into the it's not called an elevator,
Turbo lift.
turbo lift. Thank you. She'll step into the turbo lift and say, shuttle bay.
New scene as we check on what's happening on the surface.
Wonder what's going on there.
Captain Pend, Commander Throlic, you are standing before the altar. There is balls of glowing energy dotted about the ground near you. There's the various stoneworks, the frozen over trees, the mightiness of the tall mount, the thinness of the air given the height you've ascended,
Any signs
and your
of
solitude.
So I say any signs of a trailblazer?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the admiral?
So I'm not the only one who doesn't notice this?
Rolex gonna take out her tricorder and scan around for Karan life signs, I guess.
Reason and medicine, difficulty 4, complication range 4.
What?
Yeah, there's heavy interference from the storm over your heads.
My response to you.
Do you need some assistance with that, Commander? You seem to be a bit befuddled.
Oh God.
I thought I'd just look for the admiral, Captain, but there's heavy interference.
What's...
Just like show him the tricorder. someone could make sense of, but not someone with Thralick's reason medicine score.
Let me have a look, see if I can give you a hand.
Of course, sir. Hand over.
Focus in mental prowess.
Nah, it's fair, yeah.
Do any of my traits kick in?
I'm off the back of my hand, I'd say no, but I'll check just to be fair. Hoplite helps. You can bring down the difficulty or the complication.
I'll go comp.
Comp is now 3.
Luckily, this is a reason roll, so I get a free reroll. Huzzah! And
Huzzah.
yeah, I'll take any huzzahs I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna roll 5 challenge dice and spend a momentum.
Okay. I only get 3.
Well,
Well, it's better than getting the full mitt.
yeah.
Yeah, did it.
Your tricorder, you clean up the signal as best you can, and you are able, and as a sort of diagnostic check to make sure that you can sense things, you check to make sure you can scan Thralick. Thralick is in fact there. You're able to scan the nearby trees; those are in fact there. Okay, fine. You can scan things within a certain amount of radius. Good enough. Turn up the range. You fiddle with it so you can still detect the trees because that's kind of your baseline diagnostic. You reach, and as far as your tricorder can see, there are 2 life forms on this mountain. You and Thralick.
Well, I've got the tricorder working, but apparently we're the only 2 people on the mountain.
That's concerning, sir.
Yeah, considering the last thing I remember is the Admiral asking for an Order 24.
Read. Also, my last recollection. Wait, actually, how did we get down here? Do we remember that, GM?
I don't know. Do you?
I think I remember flying a shuttle down.
Well, that seems to track.
All right. It's possible the storm is affecting something?
It's
We did
possible.
have an active... Well, malevolence isn't the right word exactly.
But it does seem like something's interfering with us, even if it's not just on a technological basis. Because something also
Agreed.
tried to hit us on the ship via it felt like a psionic pulse.
I noticed that, yeah. It didn't affect me. I was able to ignore it, but
Well, it tried
it was intense.
Yeah, as if it didn't like us doing stuff, or I believe it didn't like what you did on the bridge with the settlement.
Perhaps I wasn't able to get that much directness from it. It felt more emotive to me. But again, it didn't impact me.
Well, the last thing I remember is coming here because Trailblazer asked us to and informing us of his intent. But why would he bring us here? Maybe the altar? head over across to it and inspect the altar.
You see that there is a altar on an ascended area where there's a small stairway that leads up to a jeweled crest on top of the altar.
Am I able to ascend the stairs?
As you begin walking up the steps, everything grows quiet. You can hear your own heart. You can feel every breath. You can hear your crew up on the ship, their worries, their concerns, what they're trying to do.
All three of them.
All three of them. You stand before the altar. The jewel in the center of the crest glows with a light brighter than anything you've ever seen, yet it does not hurt your eyes. You gain 1 momentum.
Okay. Does the gem... Or can I inspect the gem in the altar?
What are you trying to glean from this?
One, if this light is benevolent, or whether this jewel can be removed, pressed, whether there's like a hidden switch on the altar.
Insight plus...
Security?
Sure. Difficulty of 1. Of 1. There we go.
Would you take command as well? I don't fucking know.
Well, I'll take security.
That's fine. Composure as a focus?
I'd take that given the situation. This is a little weird.
I'll ask again, any traits that are applicable? Don't worry, I'm going to be working on trying to like group them up at a later date, but
Not at present, but nothing's hurting you either.
okay. Take a threat.
Sure. Astrologic witnesses you actually poking and prodding the thing. You gain 2 additional hits. As you feel an insight wash over you. This gem is benevolent. The light is anyway. The gem itself could be removed. There is no particular hidden switch or button or compartment that you can find, other than if you grab at the gem and if you get the feeling that if you wiggled it a bit long enough, eventually you get it free of the little holder that's keeping it in place. Like it's not like glued in. It's like think like the little clasp you have on rings where it's holding the gem in place. That's kind of what that is. So it's held there, and if you give it enough of a tug, you can pull it free. But you could, with enough force, push it back in again.
Can I spend a momentum to see if I can notice any Alcaran or any Iconian iconography?
You have the momentum back. You lack. Sorry, I will take that momentum. There is Iconian iconography. The sigil looks like an Iconian symbol for something. It symbolizes, and it's actually a fairly semi-universal emblem found across various cultures throughout the galaxy. This is an emblem of a star or sun. Though the color's wrong, it's like green instead of like white or orange or like green stars. Correct me if I'm wrong, those who know more than me, but green stars are not a thing.
I don't think I've ever heard of one.
I in Star
aware
Trek
of-
maybe, but I don't think in real life.
Yeah.
There's probably some anomalous star somewhere in the galaxy, but it's not.
Right.
It would be
Right, that's it.
extraordinarily rare, because of how the light waves work out. You would either see it as like a reddish tint or a bluish tint. It can't really meld in that green area.
Possible.
But the art style is Iconian. Like when you think about it, you're like, yeah, it looks like a star, and like, duh, obviously, you already figured that part out for yourself. But it's like, but that's the Iconian art style for star or sun.
Is when looking at the gem and like where it's placed, does it look like the inlay is some form of mechanism, such as like turning, pressing, lifting?
I'll give that. No, I'll take a momentum for that. That's an actual question. It's this gem simply is set into the fasten. There doesn't seem to be any gears or electronics to it. It's just kind of this whole altar is for holding this particular gem. And think of it, and the gem's big enough that it would fit in your hand. Like it's a fairly large gem.
Okay. Commander?
Yes, sir.
There appears to be a gem up here and an Iconian iconography of a star. I plan on touching it, and I assume something is going to go terribly wrong, so...
I might advise against that, sir. Keeping in mind what the Admiral warned us was here.
Oh, I know. But as it stands, we lack a serious amount of answers, and it seems like this is a good way to get something, at least.
I'm not sure if the potential repercussions will be worth that, sir.
Noted.
Yes, sir.
Just, again, I'm going to do something stupid. I'm just giving you the heads up, though.
Understood. Throg like looks like she's taking a step back, and then just thinks better of it. Like, it's the super weapon.
I touched the gem.
The gem feels like a warm body. It's like touching your own hand, but it's detached from you.
Am I able to remove the gem?
You can. Do you?
Sure, fuck it, why not? Bad ideas abound.
You have the gem in your hand.
Does anything significant change?
There's no wind. The storm overhead vanishes. The energy balls that were dotting the nearby field are gone.
Commander, do you want to see if you can reach out? It looks like the storms have gone.
I'm Frolic to U.S.S. Achilles.
We cut back to the bridge. Beep, 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 beep. You're being hailed. Beep, beep, beep,
I
beep, beep, beep.
I
You're being
go
hailed.
over to answer it.
You press a button on the CO chair because, that's the closest thing to you. Click.
Manathralic to
Uh,
Achilles.
Achilles actual Lieutenant Arlen here.
All right. Has the storm dissipated from your position?
We're having trouble operating right now, as it appears that there's only 3 people on board. I wave over.
What's
Cadet
the
Ven, can
status
you?
of the doctor?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Cadet Ven, can you go over and check sensors?
Yes, sir. And Ven will, he will walk over to. Did you say internal sensors or sensor ops?
Sensor ops.
Sensor ops. He walks over to where Draben normally sits and sits himself down.
This is what you see on your scope.
Hey, wasn't there like more planets?
I think so.
It was just no.
There
Wait,
was a
hang
space
on.
storm and things orbiting Vale, though.
Yeah. I was gonna say there was a weird space storm thing that was
Yep.
orbiting. Do we still have sensor logs of that? Or are those
You check your sensor logs. You apparently detected this M-class planet, these D-class, K-class worlds, standard star, the M-class planet, of
Wait,
course, Vale.
wait a second. Hang on. I
Hang
I
on.
just thought of something, sir. Um Ven's gonna go back through his logs. Do I still have logs of that listening post?
No.
No. Sir, that listening post we detected's not there anymore. Furthermore, it never was. Same thing with that storm. It's like a number of key features of this system have just disappeared. Like they were never there in the first place.
Captain, we're not detecting the storm. However, we're also not detecting
Oh, I've been
much of
promoted.
anything else. Commander. My bad.
That's fine. Understood, Lieutenant. What's the status of the Carrack?
Non-exist, non sensors. It's just us and three planets.
Elaborate, Lieutenant.
According to sensors or scans, it's just us, the star, and three planets. We're not even detecting the orbital infrastructure or the listening posts else we found out about a day ago.
Meanwhile, elsewhere on the ship, new scene. Counselor,
Yes. I was heading to the shuttle bay.
Yep. You step out of the turbolift. You see doors that say Shuttle Bay Primary Control Office.
Oh, you know, Starfleet, they love to give things very proper names. She will knock first by not knocking. She will press the buzzer first, and if no one responds, she will open.
No one responds. You open the door. This room, you know this from cadet days because, when you did because you were Bajoran militia initially, yeah.
Mhm.
So
Integration.
you know from intake and orientation that there's always somebody in this room because there's a person on deck for flight and then there's another person for shuttle control to do air traffic control type stuff. So the bridge
Yeah.
isn't constantly managing that. There's no one in here.
She'll sigh and say, I didn't figure as much. And then I'll sit down at one of these consoles and see if I can pull up the logs of all inbound and outbound shuttlecraft over the past 24 hours.
All shuttlecraft are currently in shuttlecraft storage.
Okay. And that wasn't my question. My question was, did any ships come or go in the past day?
No,
No.
no.
Well, but that can't be true because I came here on a shuttlecraft, and that was today.
Not according to this computer.
When
Okay.
does the computer say you showed up?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good question. I would like to sort through the logs and see if I can find a record of the U.S.S. Carrick's sensor log or U.S.S. Carrick's shuttle. I don't know if he gave the name, if it arrived here at all.
That would be the shuttlecraft Beauty.
Okay.
It is currently in storage.
Yes.
It's a Type 7, in case you're wondering.
Is it marked as belonging to the USS Carrick, or is it marked as belonging to the USS USS oh god our ship
Achilles.
Achilles.
thank you, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Good. You're fine.
No, it's not. It's not registered to the Achilles or any other vessel.
Okay. uh this is very strange. Okay, here's what I want to do, and this is a very computery thing, so I'm not going to have any success with it. I want to call Ven, and I want to transfer to him all of the shuttle log files, and I want to say, could you analyze the metadata and see if this has been tampered with? Because from my point of view, it doesn't contain logs of my shuttle's arrival, so it has to be wrong. And after saying that, I would like to head out to the Beauty and inspect it personally.
Okay. Yeah, Ven, you get sent information to your console because the computer is heuristic enough to funnel it to the station you're actually sitting at.
Well, I forwarded it to your account.
Yeah. And the computer's like, oh, you wanted to go this person? Sure. Bing. A window pops up on your thing. Well, you know how LCARs work. A little bit of a few buttons disappear, and then you see a message from the council.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Wait, hang on. Wrong window.
Yeah, you accidentally click on the wrong tab, and suddenly you're hit with a bunch of ads.
Oh, damn it. The 10th Fleet's owned by the Ferengi Trade Commission. Damn it.
that was a few days ago. That's passed by now.
Yes. So, yeah, what am I able to pull out of these records?
That you have a full complement of shuttles plus one.
One. Okay. So where's that other shuttle from?
It's not registered.
It's not registered to anyone?
Nope. You know what the name of it is? It's a shuttlecraft Beauty.
But
And,
there's no registration for it whatsoever. Counselor, I think you might have just found something useful.
oh, thank you. I don't do that very often.
No, that's no. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I mean,
This
look,
cadet wants a short career.
It's okay. It's okay, Cadet. I was making light of the situation. This is a
Uh,
critical way to cope with the unknown. What have you discovered?
well, I haven't quite discovered anything yet, but I think we might have just found the first, let's say, hole
Yes.
in this whole thing. So far, everything has managed to stay fairly self-consistent. There have always been 5 members of the crew. There have always been uh, uh, there have always been this many shuttles. There have always been all sorts of things. The transporter logs. Those have all stayed fairly consistent. The only thing they've contradicted so far are our own memories. This is the first time I think we've encountered something that doesn't line up with anything. That would be odd, even if everything else were true.
hmm Because we know that the beauty had to have landed here, and we know that the beauty should be registered to the Carrack as its mothership. Because,
Right,
well,
but I mean, even then, the shuttle should be registered to someone. It can't
hmm
just it can't just exist.
hmm
So I think we should take a closer look at that shuttle.
I am approaching it now, Cadet. I would be happy for you to meet me here. I'm
Yeah,
in, looks like storage bay 3.
yeah. Sir, permission to head down to Shuttle Bay 3 and assist with the examination. I know you might want me up here, but this is our first real lead.
Mm, do it, but let's stay in constant communication
Yes,
and
sir.
keep us apprised of each other.
Yes, sir. Ven is gonna head down to Shuttle Bay 3.
Meanwhile, on the surface.
So, does anything
Sir,
feel?
apparently it's not only the Admiral who's missing.
Okay. Who else is missing?
Everyone who wasn't conscious when we left, as far as I can tell. Uh, Across the whole planet and the ship. The Carrack's gone. Achilles reports no sign of any habitation or technology in system of what they've reported to me, sir.
Are you feeling any other presences?
I can reach out.
Yes.
Interesting. Uh, what other presences am I feeling? GM.
It is currently watching you and
Cool.
observing your actions.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down.
It's above you, if that helps.
Not the Achilles.
I mean, there's presences on the Achilles, yeah.
this is not the same thing I'm feeling?
No. This presence is a lot closer.
Is Pen looking at me?
Are you?
I can be if you want.
Look into my
Sure.
eyes. Aren't they pretty? Sorry. Continue.
Dumb.
Oh, I'm going to. Uh, Pen was raised by Andorians. I'm going to move my antenna to indicate that we're not alone.
And Penn, you'd understand that. You've been around Andorians long enough to clue in what that means.
Yeah. Do I feel anything different from the gem?
You feel like someone is holding a part of you, and you are holding a gem.
Can I try to will it to reveal itself?
You hold it up to your face. You see the gem. You have revealed the gem to yourself.
I mean, the fucking smartass. You know exactly what I fucking meant.
Yeah. You know, even that tells you something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I start squeezing the gem?
You feel someone squeezing a part of you. You are squeezing a gem. The gem is very, well, it's a gem, so it's fairly solid. Don't worry, whatever's grabbing that part of you, it isn't strong enough to destroy you. Well, it doesn't feel like it anyway.
Is it like grabbing his arm, his shoulder,
A
his
part of him.
kidney?
A part of him.
Yep. A clear sensation of physical contact without being able to localize. That's not disturbing at all.
So I could try placing it back on the altar, see if that brings back the storm. But it seems like something's holding on to me. Not forcing me to not give the storm, it's just something's reaching out to me.
See. Frankly, sir, I'd suggest it,
What, putting it
but
back or reaching out?
I might suggest putting it back since we don't know what the cause.
Oh, you hear a voice above you. I believe you're trying to talk to me.
And who might this be?
You might call me God, but you
might
may have a different name for me.
I might say you're full of shit as well, but
Fair.
care to reveal yourself?
I just did.
I
As
mean,
best as I can, anyway.
Wait a second.
and why are you reaching out to us?
You asked. It just occurred to me that you were trying to contact me, and you seemed frustrated.
Does this
So I took a bit of a gamble.
seem familiar?
A little, yeah.
Is this Trailblazer?
Yeah, but not really.
Oh, okay.
This is a voice you hear quite frequently in your head sometimes. It's like the voice. It's a voice when you're deciding on something or trying to choose to do something. You'll hear this voice to kind of help you sort your thoughts out, decide whether or not it's something you can do.
Can you explain why everything's not how it should be?
You have how do I put this? You are one with the universe, in a manner of speaking.
Oh, fantastic. You speak exactly like our Karens. This is fun.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to answer you in a way that you'll understand.
So, let me just get this in order for myself. You can chime in if you wish.
Sure.
So, the planet is an Iconian superweapon.
Not really. That's a misunderstanding of what it really is. The planet is a planet. Something put into the planet has essentially turned it into a superweapon.
Okay.
Although that is also somewhat misleading. But it is Iconian technology. That's a bit more accurate.
Okay. Then, as we're trying to come down to the planet and we are asked to destroy it, everyone suddenly disappears, and now I'm talking to the apparent voice in my head / God.
Essentially, yeah.
So you can understand why this feels like a ploy for me not to destroy the planet.
I could see why you would feel that way. Yep.
Yeah. Care to offer any solid explanations?
Well, you are
Before we continue, can Thralic hear this?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, just making sure I'm not having a conversation with myself.
You hear both halves of this?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
How to explain this a bit more clearly. So hyperspace is actually thin here. And the Iconians, in their infinite wisdom, being sarcastic, decided to experiment with hyperspace as a method to draw immense amount of power to funnel this god planet ploy of theirs. It didn't quite work. Well, rather, they never got to finish it because their empire kind of fell apart. So this is what's left, and now you're here, or you're there. You're here.
And
Let's go
what?
with that.
Are you this type of caretaker for the facility / thing in the planet?
Not really. No. I am a entity that you are contacting through the veil of hyperspace because some moron decided not to properly build in a conduit to protect you. So you're probably standing around on a planet looking very confused, holding a gem that makes no sense to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any idea how we can turn this all back?
Putting the gem back is probably a good start. And trusting your abilities and the resources you have at hand. You should be, if technology got you into this, technology should be able to get you back out of it again. I don't know for certain that's going to work because, frankly, you shouldn't be able to hear me, and you shouldn't be interacting with me at all. So, but here we are. So, I'm not trying to be evasive. I'm just trying to explain this in a way that makes sense to you, which is sounding evasive. I know. Apologies.
I've had experience with evasive people.
Ask him if he knows Q.
I will not be doing that. So your suggestion is to put the stone back and somehow deal with a storm engulfing the planet that's creating demons and making people disappear with just 5 of us in total?
You do well, no. How do I put this? Imagine that you walked up to a mirror. You don't see your own reflection. You reach out to that mirror and you walk through it. On the other side of the mirror, you see a world that looks incredibly like yours. But there's a lot of gaps. There's things missing because the
Oh, I
mirror can't see
know.
everything. You're not in the mirrorverse, just to clarify that.
But we're in
Otherwise,
a
there'd probably
mirror
be something blowing.
version. Yeah.
You're to grossly simplify, yes, you have
Yeah.
stepped through the threshold of hyperspace and you're seeing a mirror of what you can understand of your reality through this lens. You're not a hyperspace being, so you are seeing what makes sense to you, which is a planet, a starship, trees, a crystal, a voice in the sky, I suppose, from your perspective.
And I'm guessing you're what's speaking to people on the other side?
So you could say that, yeah.
And you're convincing people you're God on the other side?
No. The planet's doing that. Or rather, the thing in the planet's doing that.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask you a question which I'm pretty sure you're not going to give me a direct or a decent answer to, but I'll try anyway.
I'll do my best.
Is there a way to access the Iconian facility when I put you back?
Let me think.
Because
Well, the facility is the planet itself. Like it's sort of a self-contained unit. The planet is the facility. So I guess the best way to interact with it would be through the altar. That's the only thing that's sticking out. I don't think you have any Iconian technology on your ship, but you're Starfleet officers. You'll be able to figure this out, I think. But yes, there should be a way to access it, but it's not a facility in the traditional sense. It isn't, there's no big control room with blinky buttons and nice UI. It's. Uh-oh. Well, there we go. Sorry.
okay.
I
So
thought I lost connection there for a second. But yeah, no, you interact with it through. Wait a minute. One of your crew already has. A lieutenant or Lieutenant Rylov. He interacted with the interface with the device with the planet.
in what way?
It spoke to him. He was in front of it. It was like floating in front of him and talking to him.
Oh, so if I put you back and reach out to the interface, so to speak, I can try to ask it to turn itself off?
I imagine it's going to be a little more difficult than that. But in essence, I mean that's the only interface that I'm aware of that you have the technology to contact, unless there's something that I don't know, which is unlikely. But you might think of something. But that is a way to interact with the system. It's the way it's interacting with you or with the people of Vale anyway.
Just gonna specifically look at Thralic. So this is what it looks like when the voice of my conscience is talking to me, and yeah.
I don't think of your conscience. That's a little strong.
Yeah, but you're using the voice of it, so.
I don't suspect that's intended.
No,
Thanks, I guess.
I think it's probably just reaching out using something that makes sense.
Does the voice sound familiar to Thralic?
Yeah, I would say so.
In what manner?
They've heard it before.
Mm-hmm. Does it have the same kind of quality to me as it does to Pen, or
I'd say so. It's probably different.
Okay.
You have a different experience and relationship with the voice than Pen does, but
Yeah.
Well, very well. I shall put you back on the pedestal. Just any final word of advice you'd like to give before we try to turn this off or blow up the fucking planet?
I would not suggest blowing up the planet. That is a very, very stupid idea.
Well, I don't
You're not the one who
want
thought of
to.
it. You're not the one who thought of it. I know, but it is a very bad idea. Do not blow up the planet. Please don't do that. Just that's my only request. Please don't blow up the planet.
Yeah,
At least not until the entity's gone. If you want to blow up the planet after that, go ahead. But don't blow it up while it's still in there, because a lot of bad things are going to happen that I will struggle to explain. But it's bad.
Yeah, it's not on the high point of my list of things to do.
Sorry, I'm just used to dealing with entities that are a little more trigger happy than you are.
That's just alright. Okay, I'll put you back and let's try and figure out how to turn off an Iconian god device from ancient civilizations. God damn it.
I try not to damn them. It isn't terribly helpful. Kind of damn themselves.
It doesn't help when you refer to yourself as God.
Well, I mean, you might interpret me that way, but I would struggle to explain to you what I actually am, and you wouldn't believe me if I did.
No, I've travelled through hyperspace before.
You have, yes.
Yes, I've seen quite a few things, and a lot of things I don't understand. Well, I can at least accept explanations.
I am one of many creation beings that will you to existence for the express purpose of understanding the universe and everything within it. And not to insult you, but for entertainment as well. But largely it's the other stuff. At least for me it is.
Have I made it entertaining at the very least?
So far. Bit of a smart ass, but you're penned. That's kind of what you do.
Oh joy. And he places the joy of the gem back on the pedestal.
The wind comes back, the storm comes into being. And the energy balls come back.
Yeah. I'll head back down the stairs. Commander, would you care to help me reach out to this planet's interface? Pen knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't have that token anymore. Could you put the crystal on? Oh, hey, another person showed up.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, is the doctor here?
Can you scan my brain? It's not well.
We cut back to the ship.
So is that a new scene?
It is, yeah. Where is the medical bay?
What fucking conversation did we just have then?
I was gonna say, did we just talk with the game master?
No, the game master's a myth.
Oh, that's Ryloff. Wrong Romulan.
Hey.
Are you saying all Romulans look alike?
I was gonna say, do they all look the same to you?
They're all space elves. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you could really say he was a Romulan.
I knew it was a good idea.
Thank you.
Dr. Cavall, you are currently in exam room 1. You're alone.
All by myself. Why am I alone? What's going on?
You're in exam room 1. You're by yourself.
That's the theme of this episode. Welcome to the
Drink
club.
the Kool-Aid.
Episode. You're in exam room 1.
Just drink the Kool-Aid and accept your place.
fine
almost
with
like
me. I'm not upset about it.
I'm mildly upset, but that's a different thing.
Look around. Does anything seem off about exam room 1?
You're in here without a patient.
I mean,
Kind of a
maybe they
random thing for
left.
you to do. Yeah, maybe.
Do I remember recently seeing a patient?
Yeah, you were treating Cadet Ven, as you recall, waking him out of his coma and
No.
stuff. Oh, you
Nope.
weren't?
That's not the last thing I was doing.
Oh, what was the last thing you were doing?
The last thing I was doing was running all over the ship, giving people anti-mind meld drugs.
Ah. Oh, that was what you were last doing. You're right. You're currently in exam room 1.
Okay.
Oh, and for the record, it is a 3-threat game, just so you're aware.
Cool. Gonna just try something. Computer, what time is it?
It is. Whoops, that's the wrong thing entirely. Stardate 60224.3.
Does that match up with what I last remember?
No, it was like 223 point something, not 224 point something.
Okay, so lost
So you've
some
lost
time.
like half a day.
Okay. Computer ship status?
Ship is currently in high orbit. Ship is at yellow alert. No casualties reported at this time.
Okay. If I try to leave the room, does it let me?
Yeah, the door opens and it closes behind you.
Okay.
There's
Is there
there's no one manning the front desk. There is no staff milling around the room, the primary bay.
That's weird. With that time frame having lost half a day, what shift should it be?
By this point, you're probably starting to go into late beta, mid delta, or early
Okay.
delta.
So there shouldn't be as many people anyway, but there should be somebody. Yeah,
even an enlisted like medical technician who just is there at the desk in case someone needs help.
And there should be at least one other nurse or doctor on duty right now, in case of things. Do I know? I mean, I probably make the schedule. I mean, I run it past the XO, but do I know who's supposed to be on duty?
There's several people who are supposed to be on duty. At this hour, there should be at least 2 people here, one person for the desk and one person working on the testing suite. Probably the cadet, actually think about it, Cadet Kobuk would be insisting, I need extra hours on the testing suite or whatever. He's always doing tests. There is some on-call. There's some on-call EMS people, like medical technicians, who are expected to jump out of there if you need them. They're supposed to be able to jump out, and various people that are supposed to do that. Consider that your medical score is fairly low, so your staff is your medical staff is very limited.
That's how you know. That's how you know something's wrong. Kobuk's not being annoying.
But Ven is.
Well, that's normal.
I'd probably try to hail calm the person that's supposed to be on duty right now. That's supposed to be manning the desk.
Error. No such personnel is aboard this starship.
Okay. like that. Try the next person that I know that's supposed to be on duty right now.
Error.
Might
That
be
person is
Kobuk.
not aboard this starship.
Okay, like that even less. Computer. How many crew are aboard currently?
4.
Okay, really don't like that. Paranoia increase.
Oh no.
Computer, who does it give me a readout of who's on board?
You just have to walk up to a console and look.
Yeah.
You turn on one of the desk computers and pull up the list. There is aboard this ship Counselor Lieutenant Commander Maria Aza, one Lieutenant Rix Arlen, one Lieutenant Koval, Doctor, and one Cadet Ben. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Try to raise Arlen.
Hey, Bridge, you're getting hailed. We cut back to the bridge. Beep, beep, beep. Your chair's beeping at you.
Again. Lieutenant Arlen, Bridge here.
Kaval here. Where is everyone?
I would also like to know that. Answer that question. What's the last thing you remember?
Do I remember treating or do I just remember treating Ben?
You remember treating everyone, yeah, now that you
Okay.
think about it.
Okay. Trying to administer the anti-mind meld drugs to the crew after we got hit by that psychic shock. Apparently, and she checks the time again, half a day ago.
Do I recall getting the shot?
I don't think she got to you yet, but she was probably gonna. You were on the list because she was going all over the ship with her staff.
Well, so technically speaking, once we had treated the medical staff, then triages by rank would have kicked in. So Bridge probably would have gotten it. I don't know. That's up to you, Gio.
No, that's fair. I didn't know what your priority list was. So. Yeah, you probably had enough time to start having it wasn't Dr. Cavaldo's doing it, but it was probably some medical technician who jabbed you while you were working.
Okay, so it's not like, hey, we just happened to be the ones who didn't get the shot, and now we're here.
Well, I don't know if those of us that managed to shake it didn't get the shot. I don't think. But you would have seen other people on the bridge. Because we didn't need it, because we were actively in a mind belt.
Can you come up here and do comparative biology analysis between myself and you, because there was a time delay between you showing up and the rest of us showing up. So maybe if we see what's different between the two of us, we might find a common factor. Does that make any sense outside my skull?
I mean, there's only 4 people on the ship anyway. Who's gonna come down here? All right, I'll be up there soon.
We will now check in on, as you're starting to head up, we will check on the shuttle.
Are you Arlen? Tell me something only Arlen would know.
Cadet Ven, you find the counselor approaching the shuttlecraft Beauty.
There you
Counselor.
are, cadet.
Sorry,
You
things
would-
are a little insufficient around here with only 4 crew. Or only 3 crew that we're aware of right now.
Yeah. Yes, I would hope very much indeed that more crew members have arrived, but I wouldn't expect as such. How about I enter the ship and review the ship's logs while you scan the ship? Does that sound like a fair division of labor?
Yeah, that was actually going to be my exact suggestion. I'll get some scans. If I see anything out of the ordinary, I'll let you know. And she's gonna... Ven is gonna flick open his tricorder.
I can still hear you, cadet. It is only a couple feet.
Right.
And the back door is probably open. Like it's...
Yeah, she would leave the door open.
It's not like there's a lot of other noises going on in this shuttle bay. In this storage area.
Yeah,
Besides
so
the hum of the engine.
Yeah, I would like to do a scan of the ship's logs and see if it has like where the ship came from and where it went and all that.
Reason con difficulty 1. The shuttle will try to assist you, but I wouldn't bet on it if I were you.
Yeah,
shuttles are notoriously bad for this.
Yeah. I'll spend. I'll spend. You have 24 threat, geez. Okay, I will spend 1 momentum and roll 3 dice. Would you look at that?
Hey, good job, ship. The little shuttle that could. According to the logs, this shuttle hasn't gone anywhere.
Like ever?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, rather, yes, never. You're right.
Okay. So there's no logs. Okay. For 1 momentum, can I ask, is there an overview of the ship's history?
This shuttle was built in 2378. So not that long around, which would be, and actually quite a bit of distance away. So something around like a little over 200 star dates ago. So with this year, it was built fairly recently. It was built at the Etobia Peninsula shipyards. That's it. Now, the next thing it should say is what ship it's assigned to, because shuttles generally aren't, unless they're for civil use. If there's a Starfleet shuttle, you assign them to something, a starbase,
a mothership,
a ship,
yeah,
a colony even. This thing is assigned to nothing. It's just a shuttle.
Yeah. She's going to frown and hope Ven has more answers.
Ven, you want to scan the shuttle?
Yeah,
Reason plus science. Difficulty 5. No, you're inside the ship. You're fine. Difficulty 1.
I don't like that. Focus. I'm gonna spend 1 momentum just in case. Okay.
This is in fact a Type 7 shuttle. System rating of 7, computer rating of 6, weapon rating of 0, structure of 7, sensor of 5, communication of 6. It has a half decent con suite, not great, but it has one. It has a half decent engineering suite, makes sense. You need to be able to access the core. It is well supplied, has various stuff in it. Be warned, this thing probably, as per Type 7s, has an unstable warp field that it generates, so it's a little hard to get it up to work. Other than that, it's a Type 7 shuttle.
Okay. And I'm not detecting any kind of anomalous like energy readings coming off of it. Am I?
No.
Okay. That's my. I assume that's my free question.
I'll actually give that to you as part of your initial roll,
Okay.
because that was probably what you were scanning for in the first place.
Yeah, like odd readings, anything like. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to let that momentum go because I don't think I can really ask that many questions. About
Oh,
this.
I
Oh,
have a
do you?
question idea. Could you ask to like examine the well, I have two thoughts. One, to examine any if there's any like radiation on the ship that would indicate it's traveled through space, or to like examine the nacelles to see if they appear to have been activated recently.
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. Does the shuttle show any signs of being used recently, or is it just always been here?
It's almost as if someone built it right here in the storage area.
What?
This thing hasn't seen the space, which I can tell you for free. That's not how you build shuttles. Even when you build a shuttle, you still give it a test drive to make sure everything works. So it'd be exposed to some radiation. It would the cells would show somewhere. And this thing's over 200 star dates old, so it should have done something.
Yeah.
Even just
Yeah.
to get a pilot to do some test training and fly around the ship a bit, or for them to do a quick patrol, like anything. This thing just is sitting here.
This is so weird. The
Yeah.
only thing I can think of is he looks around and almost as if in pure desperation, then just says, "Computer Arch." No. Okay. Well, I got nothing.
Yeah, Counselor Asa is just gonna like step out and frown and say, I do not understand. There are no records of this ship after its creation. That's
And it's like
I
this shuttlecraft it's like it was always here. It was like it was just placed here, like
yeah
it was just a toy.
yeah, it is a real we have always been at war with East Asia moment. I don't understand how this happened.
And Ven just runs a hand through his hair, looks at the lieutenant commander, and says, "Tuesday on the Achilles."
I can see why Starfleet felt the need to send you a counselor. Do you have an idea of a lead for where to go next? Because I'm running out of ideas.
I think maybe we should head back up to the bridge and check back in with Arlen. We shouldn't leave the bridge
Undermanned?
so undermanned.
Of course. Lead the way, Cadet.
Okay, sir. And
Please, call me counselor if you must.
yes, counselor.
We check back with the surface. New scene.
I think it's more he runs his hand through his hair and goes, Achilles. Yeah, it was a shit joke.
Boo.
I wasn't going to say anything.
No, I'll accept shit jokes.
Bet you would. Sorry. Yeah, you're on the mount. It's windy. There's a storm over your head. The energy balls are back.
So, Commander, should we both try to reach out to the Iconian interface within the structure here and try to ask it nicely to turn off?
Suppose.
I mean, unless you've got a better idea.
Honestly, no, I don't, sir.
It seems it's kind of a weird one right now, but alright. And Pend will turn to look at the altar and try to reach out to whatever being wants to reveal itself this time.
Well, that's
Presence plus command, difficulty 5. As you try to stare at a rock with a stone in it and try to will something into talking to you.
Do any of my traits help with that?
The fact that this task is possible concerns me.
Uh-huh.
Commanding presence helps. Div 4.
Sure, I'll take that. Mental prowess as a focus?
I suppose so, yeah. Kind
It's-
of. You try to think of various, even off the wall, weird angle ways of thinking, because, Vulcans think in weird ways, right? That helps. Probably.
I mean, I've also got, like, diplomacy and lead by example. It's just...
If Thorlock was helping you with this, it'd be lead by example.
I'm helping.
Oh, okay. Lead by example could work here.
Sure.
As you're both staring at this altar.
I'll do a focus in team dynamics then.
Sure. You as a team are staring at a rock.
So fucking stupid.
This is gonna work, right? Stare. Nothing's happening. No, think harder.
Take a threat and I'll spend 2 momentum. I had to fucking calculate that for a second. Like, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've not been playing this game for, what is it, close to how many years and still don't know how to fucking count? I'll fish.
Yeah, you also get a reroll from me, I think. Yeah.
We gained 3.
Plus bonus.
Oh yeah, plus the bonus is basically a float anyway, so...
Yeah.
Before your eyes, a light energy comes forth from the gem and coalesces into a humanoid being with eyes of light and hair of stars. Floating there with wings and feathers that look crystalline. And you can feel a sense of ease and comfort.
Quick question, GM.
Yeah.
The last time that an emotional kind of surge came from the vicinity of the planet, I was able to ignore it. Am I able to ignore this as well, if I choose to?
If you don't feel safe, you don't have to feel safe. You just feel a sense.
I don't want to be affected. Yeah.
Yeah. You can ignore it if you want.
Cool.
Could I spend 2 to also resist it, considering I resisted it on the ship as well?
Sure.
You
Through
feel
your
it,
meditations, I, as the messenger of the Creator, have been summoned. Bragg Glove Pend, Captain of the Achilles, and Commander She Thralic. What do you summon me here for? Of what can I enlighten you?
Could you enlighten us of how to deactivate you, please?
Just gonna throw a glance at Penn.
If you wish me to go away and leave you to your damnation, then I can.
I mean,
But you summoned me here for a reason. And I imagine that reason is to escape the punishment that you have inflicted upon yourselves for your blasphemies.
probably more into the fact of we actually know what you are and who made you. And we know this is your work, so we would very much appreciate it if you could stop.
You speak not from lies or from a bent mind. What you say, you believe to be true. This is most confusing.
We know that whatever you are...
Oh.
What?
Hold on. I have a... Go on. Sorry, I'm reading something to see if I can do a thing.
I understand that whatever you are, you're fused with the planet, so you have a choice of not going as far as you currently have gone.
What are you saying? You feel a sense of unease, of confusion.
That you have the choice to come back from the edge you've put the planet on.
What? But I'm the messenger of the Creator. I am an extension of God. I am the voice of your ancestors. I am the prophets. I am the eternal mind of the Betazoid spirit.
I am not
I
Betazoid.
am the personification of luck. I am your own mind. I am, and they start rambling. They seem very. They seem very alarmed and scared.
Quick question. So, because I just thought of this, and it would be really, really funny if it worked. Can I gain a flash of insight into how to put this system into like developer access mode?
Have I just put this system in a loop?
You put it into an existential crisis, is what you've done.
Messed up a perfectly good angel is what you did. Look at it. It's got anxiety.
Yeah.
So I spoke to God and I
No.
gave an angel anxiety.
No.
Yes.
No. She starts screaming and screaming and screaming. She becomes larger and larger. I am the beginning. I am the end. I will show you. And she juts up her hand into the sky and it reaches impossibly up through the storm. The scene ends as we cut up to the ship.
Uh-oh.
I'm guessing that's a no to my question there.
Are we about to get grabbed by a giant green space hand?
I hope so.
Or are we
That'd be
gonna get
great.
sucker punched by God?
It's what we deserve.
That's what we deserve.
Yeah, what you put God through? No. But yeah, Arlen, you have company. Hey, look.
Doctor.
Hey,
Oh, I thank the prophets that we have another crew member. I was very worried for all of you.
How did you get here?
Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, great. We'll work that out later.
The red alarm. Oh, God damn it! Red alert. Lights and
Red
claxons
alarm.
sound.
Red alarm.
Fitness
Red
plus
alarm.
kind difficulty. of 3.
So I gave an angel a crisis, and apparently I've caused God to have a brain aneurysm.
Fitness con difficulty 5. As all of a sudden the whole ship just lurches out from under your feet, and you're all flying through the air.
And
Oh,
shimmy.
no.
Yeet!
I think this is more than a shimmy, guys.
Oh, fitness? Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, we have to break out
Yeah.
that anti-grav plane for this shot.
Fitness
so, yeah.
con? Oh,
yeah, my
no.
fitness con is an 8. I'm
Am I the only one above a 10 here? What the hell,
Yep.
guys?
Let me look.
Okay.
Let me look.
I'm 9.
I'm
I'm
Yeah.
sitting at 10.
Jim, can I sell you on using the trait I have, Veteran of 2 Wars, to say that, like, my instincts kick in and I know something is coming and I can grab onto the railing? Or if that's not fair, that's fine.
Oh no, I'll totally take that. That makes your difficulty 4 instead of 5 because you just have that instinct of wait. I'm just gonna like you don't even feel anything yet. Nothing's happened. You just kind of out of habit you grab onto the rail. It's just a thing you do because sometimes bad stuff happens. Oh hey, something bad happened.
Yes. Okay, and can I sell you on the value experience outweighs education, that I'm using my experiences to feel something is wrong to jump on it? And if not, that's fine too.
No, I'll take that. That's a good argument. That's
Okay.
2 hits so far.
Yeah, okay, so I will spend. You actually don't have a ton of threat, which is good. So I will spend 1 momentum and.
Yeah, 2.
Oh,
You
no,
have to spend 2 because you spent your determination.
Yeah,
that
2 momentum and give you 3 threat to roll 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Roll
wait.
your veteran.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Hey! You can
Can I
reroll those
spend
dice
the
if you want.
determinate? Yeah, okay.
Well,
That's
Veteran.
it's true.
Oh no.
farter.
Oh.
Uh,
All right, I want to save momentum for the rest of the group, so I'll let that complication stand.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
We'll deal with the counselor here in a second. How's everyone else's roll going?
Arlen, would you like to roll because you actually have a chance at maybe succeeding?
I didn't say I have a chance. I just said, fast thinker error trait. I'm able to react quickly to the situation.
That's fair. Diff 4.
Boy, I miss I'm a doctor, not something else.
Bullion trait. I'm really lucky.
No. If you were that lucky, you wouldn't be on this damn ship.
Oh god.
No, I'm on this ship because I'm silly and I decided I wanted to have an adventure, and look where it got me.
Just a silly T-shirt and some pajamas.
Yep. I don't
I'm
think
a doctor, not Superman.
I'm a doctor, not Superman. About the only value I can think of is, well, okay, 2 values. Nothing's perfect, only better than it was. This doesn't have to be a perfect dodge, but at least better than and smashing into the ceiling.
That's fair, yeah. It's like I'm not trying to look pretty. I'm trying not to break my neck.
Yep. Possible focus. What's the Starfleet protocol? All for your ship getting hit.
I will have to say no to that. Sorry.
Technical insights. I know what to grab onto and what can actually support my weight, including my weight in high G's.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That was silly. I will take it.
I mean, if you think I should, I could. Take
1
that.
momentum.
Or
1
2
momentum, 4
momentum.
threat.
Well, it'd have to be because you spent your determination.
Yeah, so it's 5 total.
Yeah.
Leaving 2 momentum in case of complications, because.
So 1 momentum and like 4 threat. Okay.
4 threat. Yep.
Okay.
How? Oh.
That's a nope. Born near a warp core.
Yeah.
See that bowling luck comes through. Nope.
No,
Ah,
you're not that. Like I said, you're not that lucky.
So
That bowling
far,
luck has never gone through.
we've got 2 failures with 2 complications.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah. I am going to spend.
I legitimately don't think I have a
Wait, I thought the
value.
counselor spent
Yeah,
his
no,
determination.
Yeah, that's 3.
Yeah. I am going to spend 1 momentum to threat
Right.
for 4 dice.
Okay.
And hope to God I somehow get this. I would have to. I don't see how I can get this.
You guys had your chance with God. You rejected him.
I didn't talk to God.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
not that-
that's about
not that
what I
you know.
expected.
Well,
Well, I mean, I'm now putting a different icon on you, so that helps.
So here's my so there's no damage roll to this. It's just
There's gonna be. I'm waiting for everyone's roll to be resolved.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck you up.
So
He's not just
Don't have
fucking
a
us up.
value.
I think we're being fucked in every
Um,
direction.
we're being fucked in dimensions is that we haven't even discovered yet.
Yellow cards.
That sounds kinky.
So yeah, I don't have a value. Cool. This is a double-edged sword, but I'm gonna throw it out there. Chronic pain. What's the chance I was already leaning on, like, holding onto something?
You know what? Sure, I'll bring the diff down to 4 because you were you're already heading for the rail. I just need to lean against something, guys. Let me lean against the wall. Oh God.
Cool. Right. Awesome.
To threat.
Composure or paranoia.
I'll take paranoia.
Okay.
Like
I'll
you
take
kind of
it.
just out of paranoid, like you kind of wrapped your arm around the thing, and just in case something mysteriously threw you up in the air. It's like,
Yeah,
I mean, that would never happen. Oh God.
Let's use. Oh man. I mean, I don't know why I argued so much for the focus because I have a 1. It doesn't do any good.
It's good practice.
Yeah.
It's good to know that would work. Enough threat to roll 4 dice, I guess.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. That's 3. Boop.
Well,
Oh no.
So,
So the entire bridge staff is unconscious.
hang on, because I failed. Maybe I can make something work.
Huh?
Because I haven't spent my determination yet.
Yeah.
What's the chances? Do no harm, even if ordered, applies to doing no harm to me.
Well, you're not the one doing it to yourself, unfortunately.
What about my job comes first? I don't have time to be flying through the air.
It's a
Mission
stretch.
directive.
I have to say no. Sorry.
Any mission directives?
Is there a mission directive for staying alive?
Yeah, Starfleet Protocol 682 says don't fall down. It's one that's broken a lot.
What about for the purposes of being medical, I have to be up in order to treat other people. Triage is by rank. Technically, nope, that doesn't work. I'm not the highest ranked person. I am the CMO.
Yeah, so you have to be up so you can triage and treat the lieutenant commander over there.
I will actually take triages by rank because as the chief medical officer, it is your duty to treat yourself before you treat your patients. Because if you're dead, you can't help anybody.
Cool. I don't like the way you phrase that.
I've just reposted the directives in Discord.
Ah, great.
Okay, I'll re-roll those 2 that I failed. Oh, well,
I want to
I
try
didn't
that again.
chant. I didn't chant Farter hard enough.
Oh, that was for veteran.
Ooh!
Hey!
Ooh!
Success!
Save his doctor.
So,
I think I might.
I'm gonna start rolling some challenge dice here.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Now that we just gave you a bunch of threats so you can build up that dice pool. I see how this works.
Nah.
You sort of
Counselor?
saved that up to hurt me.
Yes.
Counselor, you're looking at 7 challenge dice. Because of the complication, this is lethal as you're being flung into the ceiling with incredible speed, and you might have tumbled yourself inadvertently when you grabbed onto that rail.
Oh, she like spun around the railing and is falling upwards. Great. Okay. Do you want me to roll? Oh,
Well,
okay.
You
Well,
take
you know what?
3 stress.
You take 3 stress.
Land on your feet on the ceiling.
Dancing on the ceiling.
Yeah. So is that's all? Just 3 damage? So I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hit the ceiling. That was pretty scary. You nearly landed on your neck. Instead, you just really hurt your shoulder, which, there's worse things that could have happened.
Ah, the Grennan injury.
She wasn't going to do this before, but now that like the combat instincts have kicked in, she's going to cut back on the on the nice old lady persona, and feel some of those veteran instincts come back, and she is going to try to dive for the captain's chair.
Well, let's see. We'll resolve that once we see if anyone around you just died.
Okay, yeah, that might be more important first.
unless you want to be the reason why one of them dies.
I'm the commander now. No. Lieutenant Arlen, this is 7 challenge dice. It is lethal due to the complication. Yes, you are correct. That chair, in fact, can support your weight. Unfortunately, you were pulled up toward the ceiling, and then you were then violently thrown down into the chair head first.
Ooh.
You take 3 stress. Whack.
So now the Boolean luck kicks in.
Ben, this is non-lethal, thankfully. You just failed normally. You take 4 stress as you smack into the chair and stumble onto the floor.
Somehow you're hurt worse.
And as wartime instincts kick in and the counselor bounds for the chair, you eventually find yourself on the floor without really thinking about it too hard because gravity asserted itself, as it were. There's one thing I think all 4 of you might want me to tell you about before you take any actions.
Yes.
We're in combat timing, so you have 1 round before something else happens. Out that view screen, you see that you don't see the stars anymore. Something else dominates your vision. You see a massive hand grabbing the front of the saucer and yanking, and you are very violently flying toward the storm-ridden planet.
No.
Called it.
His hand.
Yeah. Asa is going to shout.
hand.
Yeah, Asa is going to shout. Okay, Red Alert, we need someone on con, we need someone on sensors, and we need someone on tactical.
It would seem the counselor has asserted her command.
And yes, I will stand in front of this chair.
Would you like to take a direct action to get one of these people to do an action on your turn? What is your order, essentially?
Okay, okay. Then I would like you to man a sensor station and try to scan the thing that's grabbed us.
Yes, sir.
And that
Ben-
means I assist with presence command?
Correct.
Okay.
Buckle yourself in while you're at it.
Yes, because we were using those Starfleet issued seatbelts.
The 6-point harness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, scanning. What
Your
is
Kelvin,
that?
Your Kelvin vest.
What is that?
What are those? Sorry.
What are those? What are those?
That's dank as hell.
There's a red dot coming towards the blue dot. I think we're the blue dot.
Over 4 years of Starfleet training, everybody. Reasons, reason science, difficulty 4, complication 4, because the storm's still there. Sensors plus science.
Okay, here's my play. 1 threat, 2 momentum. I'm holding on to my determination.
Okay.
Sensor operations focus.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Reason science. Hit it. That's 2 momentum back. 3 momentum.
It would seem a large. Actually, you know what? I'll type it out to you.
And I will also. Damn it! You get 1 threat. We also gain a bonus momentum.
Right.
Hey, Arlen, what's your con or your security?
3 and 3. So do your
Nice.
choice.
Well, I have a 1 in con and a 2 in security, so
For each of your controls.
Control
My control's
security.
11. Yeah, my control's 11.
my control's 10.
Alright.
So I'm probably gonna have
Probably
take
better to have
six-
Arlen on con then.
Okay.
I will have I basically have enough bonus momentum to ask 2 questions about whatever the heck the game master gives me.
I mean, Koval can man security so long as she's okay with, halving a thing off of your value.
The ship.
Hey, listen.
Wait, has gripped the ship?
We can use
You mean the Achilles?
You are a ship.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I read it again and yeah. Free question.
Sure.
What is the hand composed of?
A hand.
flubber.
Sure.
Oh, what? Uh-huh. Does does
That's really encouraging, Ben. Thank you for that technical analysis.
We just
I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Don't share with the class. Just
does this hand appear to be like is that with the expected toughness of those materials?
Well, I'll give this to you for free.
Like what?
Let me guess. The hand is made of flesh and bone.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Sir, this hand is made of flesh. Like he holds up his like flesh and blood hand and like flaps it around.
Yes, Ensign. I appreciate the visual reminder of what flesh is. Obviously, this is an extra scientific being. However, if it's made of flesh, that means phasers can damage it.
Suppose.
You don't suppose, you know, Ensign. Cadet.
Do I know that? Would
you like to ask that as a question?
Yeah.
She was trying to instill a sense of optimism, but okay.
Look, he's a scientist.
He's a Ven.
You gotta know the fact. He is a Ven, it's true.
All I'm saying is if you put me in the pilot's chair, there will be doing no harm. It's just gonna happen.
Oh yes, there will be harm.
Oh jeez.
There will be harm.
To everyone involved.
Now, see, if it's made of flesh and blood and the doctor goes to the weapons console, you might be able to make an argument for medicine to fire the phasers.
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking. Actually, I was like, oh, actually, that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I can just, like...
Exactly.
Target...
I was
A
thinking of
phaser
electrifying
cannon
the hall.
is like a giant needle, and picture the photon torpedoes like medicine.
Sir, that thing's
Yes.
holding that thing's holding up to a class 4 radiation storm, a class 4 energy storm. I don't know if our phasers will be able to do anything to it.
Just have to hit it in the right spot.
Just hit it with the anti-personnel torpedoes.
Cadet, your notification is notified. No, wait. Cadet,
Noted.
your observation is noted. Thank you.
Cadet, shut the fuck up.
For the record, the counselor didn't say that, so I'm not yelling at the counselor for that.
That is Starfleet for get the hell out.
Shut up, Wesley.
Aww.
Shut up, Ben.
I got dinged for that so much, I'm sure.
Car got dinged for that after the show.
For the episode.
He's like, I'll take the ding, whatever.
It's worth it. When
Would
my
you like
turn
to ask any other questions with momentum?
I think I am good for now. Although the thing I will say is, if you guys would like, before we fire the weapons at it to see if we can do anything with that, I might want to spend my turn to scan for weakness.
Do it.
Assuming this wasn't your action, then yeah. Although I think we have one round before combat starts.
You have one round of actions before the other side's before that hand drastically changes your orientation to the planet.
Oh, and right, you went on my turn because I directed you. So yes.
Yeah.
How about you do a scan for weakness?
I'm gonna scan for weakness.
Reason plus science difficulty. The base would be 0 normally because it's in contact with you. However, the storm is complicating life, so diff 4, complication 4. Sensor science.
Well, if it's the comp and difficulties up by 3, that would make it diff 3 comp 4.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. Yep. Isn't it? Yeah, because it adds...
Unless you are spending.
no, it's a class 4. I'm dumb. It should be... I actually had it wrong. It should be diff 4 comp 4 plus complication of 1 is comp 5. That's the mistake I made.
Oh, okay. So
This is a class 4 storm. Duh.
Okay, so in that case, I am going to spend testing a theory into practice.
Yes.
That brings the diff down to 3, and I'm going to spend 2 momentum for a 4th die.
Right.
Not burning my determination yet, just in case I need it. Oh, Jesus. I am going to spend my value. Always ask questions. What?
Always ask questions would apply here, Cadet. It's the high
Okay.
comp
Well-
range. That's what's screwing you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that hits. Watch this. I'm going to spend my. Hang on. It is my Legion of Honor. I generate 2 bonus momentum. Spend it to immediately quash.
Fair enough.
I'm going to roll my challenge die. See if I get any more bonus momentum out of this. You get 1. I get 1.
That's a float momentum. So, is there anything you're doing with that float? Because it's bonus.
Well, hold on. I'm looking over a couple of things.
So am I.
Can you point out the best place to tickle the hand?
Yeah, that's.
The palm is usually a good start, but the back of the hand usually works too. It depends on the person.
That was rough. That was rough. I'm just looking over. I'm looking over some of my my medals and seeing what I've got. I know. Can I ask a question as to whether or not it's a resistance or an immunity?
That is a question you could certainly ask.
Uh-huh.
It is. There is a. Sorry, I have to think.
Hey, I don't like the fact that he has to like think about this.
You know what? This is what I'll say. I'll type it. Oh, wait, no, I don't have to do that. It's not immune. It's just highly resistant.
Okay, so that's my free question. I'm gonna spend that other bonus momentum. Can I ask how resistant?
Oh, of course you'd ask me that.
Mhm.
Here to make your job difficult.
Yes, heavens forbid.
Heavens
I mean,
forbid.
I tried, but or it's trying.
The heavens were remarkably cooperative, actually.
Oh God.
Oh,
Ooh, ooh. Okay. Um. Oh boy. Sorry, this thing is gonna be able to stand up to a lot of what we pump into it. I think I found a point we can try to hit, but I don't know if it's gonna do us much good. I'm trying to remember what exactly what scanning for weakness mechanically benefits us. I think it helps with resistance, doesn't it?
Listen, cadet, you need to quit. You need to quit the quitter talk. We're well past diplomacy here, so our only option is to shoot our way out, which means that way is going to work.
Okay, in that case, forwarding sensor readings and firing resolution to tactical.
Arlen or Craval?
I guess that's me.
Fire phaser cannons.
Minor, you move over to tactical.
Oh,
Eek.
well,
We don't want to do the
guess
thing with the doctor and trying for
I'm gonna
medicine.
fly the ship into the hand. Okay.
I mean, can we pump more into the cannons?
I think
Yeah,
you can.
it's a
Technically,
phaser system.
phasers.
Yeah.
It's a phaser system. That's the benefit
All
of
right.
They don't
phasers.
have their
You
own
can,
power supply.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do we want to, considering that's the way people are going?
Yep, phaser cannon and pump 3 power into it for 2 extra dice.
So that puts us down to 4. It puts us down to 6.
And because of scan for weakness, gains 2 piercing per effect, and any bonus d20s purchased for this attack afflicts 1 extra d20 of damage. So I'm going to spend I'm going to spend a challenge dice amount of threat. You get 4.
Okay. You do have to put at least 1 power into the shot. Are you spending any extra power into the shot?
Yeah, I've already
Yeah.
spent it.
Plus 2.
Okay.
Plus 2 power. And that will give us 2 extra challenge dice plus 3 more, since I'm spending to get 3 extra d20s.
We
Okay,
have used the phaser cannons so much.
I assume you're using the cannon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm updating it on the sheet as we go.
Difficulty 2, you're firing at optimal range.
Um,
Honestly, you're shooting somewhere. You're not shooting in the place where it's in literal contact with you. You're shooting a little bit further down the hand that's effectively close range. So you're fine.
Is the comp range down?
Sorry, say again.
Comp range?
Buttons.
No.
Buttons and buttons and buttons and buttons. I have to look up something. That sword might complicate our life. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Does it affect weapons?
I don't think it did previously. I think it was sensors, communications, and engines.
Well, on the one hand, it's class 3, not class 4, so I was wrong earlier. However, it does affect weapons.
Mhm.
So
Div 5.
Div 5 comp plus 3, so 4.
Loverly.
I'm
Lovely.
confused. What is the challenge dice roll Arlen made? Did he roll for damage before firing?
No,
No.
that was as for my medal of conspicuous gallantry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I roll a challenge. I roll 1 challenge dice for each threat I spend, and if I get an effect, the GM doesn't get that
Okay.
threat.
So yeah, he only
I
had
should
to
have
give the
explained
GM
that a little
4.
more.
No,
Oops, I
no, no,
should
that's
probably-
fine. I just wanted to double check.
Are you just straight up cheating, Arlen? What the hell are you doing? Yeah.
Plus, we've been rolling a lot more than 6 challenge dice on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. I wanted to make sure.
Hey, what's the Starfleet protocols for firing cannons into a hand? Yeah, that's not gonna work.
The protocol is to make sure you hit your target
Oh, God.
and to follow orders, but it wouldn't be a focus. No, I know what you're asking.
Just get
Sabotage? Making things not work anymore?
If you're willing to increase the comp range to 5, it's related, but it's not phaser systems or energy systems or tactical. You're using your sabotage knowledge to help you, but it's not direct.
What's your security score?
3.
Oh, that's not bad.
What about technical
Uh,
insight?
What was that?
What about your
technical
technical insights? Oh, yeah, this is how a hand works.
Would technical insight focus work?
I mean, if you want to make
So-
it control medicine,
Nope, not medicine.
Hey, I mean, that'd be a great role for me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go
That
with
was
the focus.
kind of why I was
Just-
pushing to sit there, but that's fine.
I'm going for the focus just because it's on par and this is hilarious. Fast thinker, so I can get this done quickly.
no, your speed won't help you hit this thing any better, really.
Limit pusher. I'm already pumping up extra power into the cannons. I'm firing at nearly point blank range. I'm really pushing the limits of what these cannons are designed to do.
No, you're doing what they are exactly designed to do. If you redlined them, I would have given it to you. But firing cannons at a close range target, Yeah, that's what cannons are for. Pumping power into them?
Pumping
Yeah,
power?
there's
Yeah.
systems exactly for that. There's a button on your console for that and everything.
But wait a
Mary
second. Are you
trait?
telling me that these cannons aren't for delivering mail?
I mean, they could be if you're really inventive. Unfortunately, the
the-
person receiving the mail might die.
T-shirt. It's a T-shirt cannon.
No, they don't deliver mail. They deliver a message.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Married trait?
What?
You're not married to the cannons.
Not with that attitude.
Last
That
I
was just
checked,
for
last I checked, you are not. There's no AI in the weapon system that you are currently married to, so no, that does not apply.
that was just for the memes.
Yeah, I think you're just gonna have to roll, man.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh,
Woo!
Do you have a value?
I've already spent a determination. Let's see if I can find an old one.
You can always challenge as well.
Yeah, could you please challenge something if you have to? Because I'd rather not die.
Give me. Let me look through my.
You're such a
old-
breath of fresh air, counselor. So many people just want.
Let me look
get
through
their
my
characters
milestones.
killed.
I mean, listen. I could maybe fly us out of here.
Repair.
Maybe. It could happen. The angels could win. Except not in this case. That'd be bad.
Yeah. Hold on. What are you saying?
Wait.
Listen, the prophets have guided me through numerous unwinnable battles in the backlands of Bejor. This is nothing, guys. We got this in the bag.
And the
She says,
counselor
like-
lied to them straight to their faces.
Yeah. She's completely bullshitting. She's like sweating furiously.
Okay.
Paranoia.
I am stretching into all sorts of yoga positions on this one, but
Ooh, crouching tiger. That's not a yoga position. Yeah, go on.
Nothing-
No, it's not.
nothing is perfect. Only better than it was, as I used this previously to emergently modulate the shield in a minefield that exploded on top of us.
Do you know the episode?
It was fairly early on, and so before the time jump.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes, I know that. I know the
it was a
episode.
bunch
Yep,
of-
you're fine.
Yeah, bunch of minefields that jumped on top of us.
I'll take that.
Okay.
And you have, with luck and practice, there are no limits.
Yep. Spending into the value with luck and practice are no limits.
Sure.
Yeehaw. Nope.
You peek.
Ordinary Warp Core. Nope.
Nope, that's it. Oh, well, we're dead. That GG, guys.
Okay, how many? All right. Hold on, I'm not dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at those directives. Ow.
Ooh, you okay?
Are you
Cactus
sure
should
there's
be-
nothing? Are you sure there's nothing you can
You might be able to
challenge?
challenge Directive 4.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You can challenge a
could-
directive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get reputation thing. That's
repting.
it's a repting, and you can't use that directive for the rest of the mission.
Okay.
Yeah. We're definitely not keeping peace anymore. We're actively firing on. Wait.
You could do
Uh,
that, yeah. If you want to challenge that directive, I will take that challenge.
I will challenge.
You're not just trying to tickle this thing. You're trying to blow its whole arm off if you can get away with it. Forget tuning it down. No. I'm putting a hole through this thing. I don't care what needs to be done.
Huzzah!
We actually gained 2 from that.
Oh.
All right.
Roll
Can
damage.
I
Yeah.
push a button? I want
If
to push a button.
if you want to push the button, I've already got it all set.
Thank you, Captain.
The resist would have been 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No resistance. You're fine. Hold on. I have to.
Woo!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay,
6, 7,
then,
8,
I
9,
guess.
10, 11,
Go
12,
off.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25,
JB want big boom.
27 damage.
See, Arlen just likes to blow things up. Is the
Uh-huh.
thing.
Them's barter
Yeah.
numbers.
You do indeed blow off the arm just beyond the wrist, and you see that it just disintegrates before your
Oh, I was gonna say, it's
rather
okay, I can fix it. Oh.
rather pervasive and shocking amount of damage. The hand that was gripping you is still gripping you. You're still on a crash course at the planet. On the plus side, the hand isn't pulling you toward the planet anymore, so that's good. And yeah, you see it, the stumps of the two sides. I won't go into too much detail, but you've disintegrated part of its arm. So there's a gap where you shot. Yeah.
Cabal, I think we need to not be heading towards the planet anymore.
Alright.
That would
I
be
think,
wise.
in theory, I should be able to put it in reverse. So that should be something I can do.
Well,
Yeah,
the
just-
difficulty got a lot lower all of a sudden. Unfortunately, you know what Class 3 nebulas are nebulas are terrible for? Engine rolls. So this would have been
This is
like
a Class 4 nebula, you see.
diff 3. Thankfully, I'm the one who keeps screwing it up.
Look. What you have to do is very simple. Just don't crash. That's all you got to do.
Normally a diff 1, pretty easy. Unfortunately, plus 3, so diff 4. Complication range plus 3 to 1, so that's 4. Assisted by engines plus con.
Okay. Well, my controls? Okay. I don't think I have anything that helps. Yeah, all I can do, I guess I spend 1 for a third dice. Okay, this is a long shot. Defector? Did I familiarize myself with knowing how to get the frick away if I needed to?
Difficulty or complication.
Ooh,
Oh, be fair. Comp increased by 1.
Because of the console, you're right. Oh,
Yep,
not diff,
yep.
not diff. Diff 4, comp 5. There we go.
But let's just it's gonna be a high comp regardless. Let's bring the diff down, maybe. Oh boy. Rocking an 11 with a
You can have
God,
more
this-
dice if you need.
I will say this nebula is killing us.
Not yet.
comp 5.
This storm is...
Okay, I mean, the
Ugh.
problem is the more dice I roll, the more likely I am to just roll badly.
Do it.
Sure, enough to roll 5 dice
Through what means?
Yeah.
through. Well, so I spent 1 for a third dice, but I think let's do threat because maybe I'll only get 1 and I can quash it.
Threat.
Yeah, so
So-
5 more.
5 more. Got it.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate that number.
Yeah.
Cautious Efrix is freaking out. But good thing, Caval's bold, so it's fine. Well,
Not for this.
yippee-ki-yay, let's go. Well, you know...
Wow, you know what? It worked. Wait, fitness
It did.
con. What's your control?
Oops.
Check your control. You might have gotten something.
My
That
control is
last one.
10.
That
Oh,
last
yeah.
one.
that last one. Last one's a hit.
So 4?
Yep. We actually generated momentum.
I throw it in reverse.
Well, actually, you as you're plummeting toward the planet, you know that the amount of pull that you had, you will shutter this ship apart if you try to slam full back while you're going forward. So your
Mhm.
defector instincts kick in. You kind of start pulling the ship's nose up, and all of you can hear a roaring warning, and then the red alarm lights are blinking blue, red, because you're now in contact at high speed with a very dangerous anomaly. As your shields are whittling down, and then you pull up and you basically skip off the surface of the atmosphere and go back into orbit.
Yeah, we basically buzzed the tower. Yeah.
Now, for the left hand.
Meanwhile, on the
Uh-huh.
planet's
We're just gonna-
surface, so this
We're gonna
thing,
have to deal
this,
with this.
she reached up, it reached up into the sky, and then I'll prove it to you. It starts. For a second, you see a huge part of the storm just light up, and you see something. It's like a big cluster of thunder and lightning just roaring across the sky as the ship was dragging across the clouds and causing a huge surge of energy. And then the surge goes away, and the entity pulls its arm away and pulls away. It doesn't have a hand anymore. It has a stump, and it screeches in pain.
Does that look like phaser burns there?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Funny
world's
enough.
worst mosquito armed with phaser cannons just lopped off the poor person's arm.
Just Thralik want to do something?
And then the whole thing turns into white energy and vanishes into the stone.
Frog will turn the pen and say, I'm not sure if the direct approach was the best one there, Captain.
I mean, if you want to go, by all means.
Those
Somehow
on
I
the ship,
may have soured the impression.
little picture-in-picture moment. The ship, all of a sudden you see the huge hand that was gripping onto turns into white energy and vanishes. And actually you see the energy pour into the planet. And actually, for you guys on the ground, you can actually see white rain pouring into the planet as the sky is alight with white rain.
Yeah, I want to show Ven status report. What's happening here?
Yeah, can I get a scan of that energy?
The energy is being subsumed by the planet.
Okay, well, what kind of energy is it?
It is the stuff stars are made of. It is
Interesting.
energy.
Well, that's not energy.
But it actually more specifically, it's the same sort of light you would see, or similar light you would see if something was being replicated or transported, and you were reconstituting it, like you were recycling it, except it's on a much larger scale.
Interesting, sir. I think what we're seeing is something almost akin to our matter, our energy to matter replication systems, but on a planetary scale. Yeah, you see like the gears turning in his head. Sir.
Yes, I am not following wherever you are heading, Ensign. Cadet.
I just had a thought. If this thing is if this planet is basically a giant replicator, that might explain all the weird stuff we've been experiencing on the ship. Think about it.
Vincent, you are going to have to explain this to me.
All of this weird stuff that's been going on. It's like the ship was like that from the beginning. It's like the ship was made like that from the beginning. Whether all the weird computer junk or that shuttle that looked and felt like it was always there. I think it's because everything on this ship was made recently.
Are you saying we're living in some sort of replicated copy of the regular Achilles?
Something like that. I mean, I'd have to work it out a bit more, but that's my best hypothesis.
Just sitting at the picture-in-picture. Don't mind me.
If this is true, where is the original Achilles?
I don't know that.
Also, I don't know if we ever thought to do this before, but Cadet, can you scan the planet for life signs?
Sure. And he's gonna do that.
So, Commander, do you have any ideas?
Oh,
Okay. Then do scan for life forms. Testing a theory into practice. Because
well,
I've
I
been.
don't think. Yeah, let's roll
Okay.
that.
So then I get a third die. I'm gonna spend 2 momentum for the reroll. So that brings the difficulty down to 2. But I wanted to spend the momentum for the reroll. Okay. That. Penned! Stop rolling for the ship! So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits against a diff 2, so that's 2 momentum, spend 2 quash. Unless hang on, let me see if I have anything. Let me see. I have a few medals. Starfleet Medal of Honor, generate 2 bonus. Oh wait, first thing I'm gonna do. No, I'm not gonna do it quite yet. Challenge die. Ah, god damn it. You get a threat, gain a bonus momentum, spend a bonus momentum, and one of the momentum we generated to quash the complication.
Yeah, there's 2 life forms down there on a mountain.
Okay. Sir, picking up 2 question, I get it. I presume it's the captain and the commander.
Yeah.
Okay. Picking up the captain and the commander's life signs and combat signals.
Okay. I'm gonna try to tap my communicator and say, Counselor Asa to Captain Bend.
Pend, your comm badge beeps. Because it doesn't affect comm systems.
This is Captain Pend.
Captain, it is very nice to meet you. And, well, I won't say it was a pleasant experience captaining your starship. It was an honor. However, I would like to return that honor to you. So we are about to beam you back up. And then she will
Negative.
cut the line. Oh, negative?
Negative.
You don't want to be beamed back up?
Not at this second.
Oh, okay. Well, What is your plan then?
We are currently talking to the thing you've just blown its hand off.
Oh.
Well, to be fair, he was grabbing your ship, and you just don't do that to a lady. So we fought back.
Shut up, Alan.
Sir, the green, the space hand tried to kill us. Are you sure you can negotiate with it?
I mean, no, but it's worth a go.
Okay. Well,
Furthermore, it appears to be the only path forward that we have available to us.
okay. Well, we are here to assist in any way you need and beam you up when you require.
If the ship and the people on board can come up with a method to deactivate the Iconian device implanted within the planet, that would be very helpful. If not, we're just going to talk to it.
Okay. Well, we'll get right on that, sir.
Thank you. And cut comms.
Without the Admiral here, Captain, do you want me to return to the ship?
Welcome to the Achilles.
Sure. I need someone to herd the cats.
Alright. Good luck.
If you don't hear back from me, or a sudden... or you know what's going to happen if it goes wrong, so, yeah, have fun.
Move a little bit away. And call it to the Achilles.
Achilles here.
Depending on interference, can you beam me up?
1 second. I'm going to turn to Arlen and say, Arlen, Lieutenant, do you believe you could go down to the transporter bay and beam up the first officer?
Yes, sir.
Well, that was not an order. That was asking you if you think you could do it.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Can you do it without
comp
blowing?
4. Uh-huh.
Blowing up the exo is the question.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Arlen, you already spent your determination?
I've spent like a determination and a half, so looking at that scans,
Cool.
yeah, with the storm interference, I do not feel comfortable beaming you up, Commander.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Well, would flying a shuttlecraft be any easier?
If you wanted to get through the storm
We
and
flew down
land,
here. Well, I have a shuttle. As far as I know, I have a shuttle here. So it'd just be flying up.
We will stand by to receive you if you are confident to fly through this storm, Commander.
Oh, no, this is out of character.
Oh, okay.
what was the out of character question?
What would be the difficulty of flying through this?
Oh,
Since
whether
we did fly
down
down
or up.
Yeah.
You're looking at Trollcon, obviously, div. Shoo. Get away. Sorry, something's on my hand. Get off. There. 1, 2, 3. Come. That's a shuttle flying down and landing, and then to fly back up, it would be that correct? Yeah. Because landing without like any sort of ground support is difficult. Because you have to make sure you don't literally slam the shuttle into the ground. But if you're flying up to a ship that has a working shuttle bay, then it can tractor you in, land, and help you land with automated features and so on.
Yeah. Then I'm going to head down the mountain towards the shuttlecraft that Penn and I originally came down in.
I will freely tell you as you start descending toward the mountain, because shuttlecraft aren't exactly the smallest things in the world. You don't see it down there.
Ah. All right. Achilles, belay expectation of arrival. Our shuttlecraft is no longer where we landed it. I don't feel confident transporting through that storm.
Yeah, it's up here.
Right. In that case, I'm not sure you can make it up to the ship, Commander.
Agreed.
In that case, we'll have to make do without you, I guess.
And Commander Aza, is it?
Yes, Asa.
Aza. See if you can get a subspace signal back to Narendra Station. Get an idea of just how far this effect we're under spreads. If this is a system-contained effect, I want you to stand by to get the Achilles out of system.
Understood, sir, but you are aware that there are only 5 people aboard the Achilles, correct? No? Because the rest of the crew is missing, and I wouldn't want to leave without finding the rest of them.
New scene as the storm vanishes.
Oh. Does that mean we can beam
The
them up?
planet begins to break apart, and streams of light leak out from every part of the planet. Rather than magma, you see streams of white light.
Oh, we gotta get them out of there.
How? Tractor beam?
Transporters?
Well, didn't
We looked at
Corbinian-
transport.
Well,
The
the storm's
inhibiting
gone now.
Yeah, the inhibiting factor was the storm, so we should now be able to beam them out without the storm.
Okay, but barring that, on a scale of 1 to 5, how silly would it be to use the tractor beam aim to abduct them off the surface of the planet?
They would hitting targets of that size is not terribly hard for a tractor beam. The problem is they'd be exposed to vacuum and immediately die.
Okay, so complicating factors.
Like vacuum, yes.
This is when I wish I was still an android.
I looked at Discord at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
We distract you.
Commanding presence of the trait again?
It's making this possible. Otherwise, this roll wouldn't happen.
Okay. Diplomacy focus.
Yes. Mhm. You see humanoid beings coalesce and are beamed into existence, and they all just kind of stare at you.
I need you
You
to
feel no majesty, you feel no comfort, you just feel emptiness.
I need you to calm yourself and regain your composure. Can you do that?
I have no purpose. I am an automata, a destroyer.
But you do have a
should leave.
purpose.
What purpose is that? You hear them talking as a chorus.
Your purpose is to protect the planet.
I'll be right back.
Well, fuck.
Ooh.
We gave an AI depression again.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time we gave an AI depression, we'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
See, this episode's just been weird. We've talked to kind of God. We gave an angel android a bout of depression. It punched the ship. We blew its hand off.
I feel like I should connect this Iconian AI with myth. Be like, hey, no, I know an automata who had a weird past. You should talk.
I mean, if that's something you want to
Try
do
and do that.
afterwards, yeah.
I'm back. What is I have no purpose, I believe was the last thing it said.
But you do have a purpose. You just failed to see it.
What is that?
Your purpose is to monitor the planet, to guard the planet, not to rule or destroy. You don't need to actively interfere, just watch over the planet.
But everyone is expecting God to be here. The all balance, the ancestors, all of that. I'm none of those things. They'll hate me. They'll want me. They will leave, and I'll be alone.
Do you... I assume you have access to the religions you've looked into. In them all, do their gods or celestial beings actively participate for them?
Many do.
But many don't. Many act through passive means, without being
Some
seen.
They didn't like it when I did that, though. They began praying and then expected me to do things. And then my presence needed to be revealed further. Otherwise, the God they expected wasn't real to them. To some it was, but to some they required my presence.
No one's going to be not everyone is happy with everything. You cannot please everyone. All you can do is create the atmosphere, the situation for people to find their own happiness. If you destroy the planet, that's no longer possible. But if you return to a passive state, you allow more people to find happiness over the long run.
Some of them vanish and only one stands before you.
I may.
Commander?
Well, the captain does offer one interpretation as well. One interpretation of what you can do now that you are uncertain of your purpose, I would say, now that you've realized the purpose that you were originally tasked with, whatever its state of truth might be, you now have the freedom to decide your own.
What would you ask of me? Since I'm here to guide, you need not pray. I am here, I suppose.
I, in reality, ask for nothing. All I would ask is that you don't interfere but observe.
Then I am alone.
No.
Bereft of social contact, left for countless millennia to ponder my own purpose and then my purposelessness.
Not alone.
Why can't I explore the stars like you? Why can't I see new civilizations and meet new people?
Maybe you could. Now
Maybe.
that we know you're here, and that we know more about you, Starfleet could help. We do not have all the knowledge of your creators. I'll kind of shrug a little bit, but we are competent in this, and I know a former Starfleet officer who would be very interested in assisting a fellow AI.
I will consider your suggestions. I have much to ponder. The being vanishes. The ground seals up around you. You feel a little dizzy for a second and then find the Admiral standing there. Kind of turns around, jolts at your sudden appearance, like he was looking down the mountain and now you're like next to him, so he's a little jarred. What just happened?
Trailblazer, how long have we been gone?
Don't question, just answer the question. Takes out his tricorder, taps at it. Current stardate is 60223.5. So about a couple hours now. Which means something, you were pulled somewhere. You either time traveled or you were pulled to some other space.
Yeah.
The Iconian device.
We've
We have
dealt
to
with
destroy
it.
What?
We had a chat with it, and we also, I kind of also spoke to the hyper-dimensional being as well. So.
One of them.
He looks between the two of you, visibly confused.
Yeah.
So, situation's under control. This planet isn't about to form a new holy crusade against the galaxy?
No.
Couldn't.
Okay.
Basically, I kind of forced it into an existential crisis. It apparently punched my ship.
Captain.
Yeah.
Save it for the report. Oh, God. Let's get back to the ship and be done with this planet. I'll if you say it's dealt with, I'll explain it to the Proctor Commander. We have places to go, and I want to be as far away from this thing as we can.
Alright. Pen to the Achilles.
And meanwhile, on the bridge, new scene. There's a bridge full of
hi.
people. Sister Shreya is puzzled why the doctor's in her chair, and she's like holding a coffee and like, huh? What's the doctor doing here?
Oh, thank the prophets.
Ah,
Ah!
who are you?
I don't believe we've met, Lieutenant. But I will just say I'm very proud to meet you. And if it is your turn to sit in the special chair, I will stand relieved. We were in hyperspace. It was a whole thing. Don't worry. You can read about the log later.
Yeah, the cadet walks over to the lieutenant and says, "Yeah, I'll fill you in later."
Oh, please do. Thank you, Lieutenant Commander. Doctor, if you don't mind, I believe you're in my chair.
Please take it back.
I run over to the internal system console and nearly hug it.
You watch as Caval peels her hand away. It was like she has like a white knuckle grip on the controls.
Lieutenant Caval, I saw some excellent flying today. You should be very proud of me.
Then walks over
You
to
don't
Arlen.
have to do that, Counselor.
Everything in order?
Should we hail the captain?
Admiral Trailblazer to the Achilles.
Oh, shit's for ignoring me.
Achilles, heal.
Sorry, your captain's comm badge wasn't working properly. Requesting beam out. 3 to beam up. Sorry. 3 to beam.
Don't
Yes,
forget
3 to beam up.
No, don't forget the shuttle that crashed in the planes as well. We've got crew there.
For now, 3 to beam up. We'll sort out the shuttles you left behind here later.
I will hit the button to call the transporter room and say lock on to Admiral
Trailblazer, counselor.
Lock on to Admiral Trailblazer's location and beam up the 3 of them, please.
Permission
So that'd be
permission to
Satal.
leave. Yeah, that'd be Satal.
And then
A black screen.
Oh no! Did the transporter bay become the empty space again?
no.
Oh no.
Receiving a communication.
Oh no, some weird extra dimensional fuckery is happening.
I think we're gonna
We're
get
in a
talked
formation.
to. That's my suspicion.
Yeah. We in
Not
trouble.
a talking to.
Are we gonna meet some?
Ooh.
Oh my!
Hi.
The Empire sees you. Your interference is not appreciated. You will be punished.
Who might you be? Oh, is
Well,
God.
that looked irritated. Could probably prescribe some drops or.
You feel jolted as if someone just dunked your head into ice water and then just yanked you out again.
Yeah. Was that an Iconian?
I don't know. GM, was that an Iconian?
Conian.
An
Yeah,
Iconian?
Cadet,
I-
you keep making jokes
Oh.
like that and you'll be drummed out.
Can I have like 30 seconds scene or?
Unfortunately not. As for now,
Ah.
that is the end of our time and the end of the episode.